This is going to be a YouTube presentation of installing tire trim rings, white wall, on a 21-inch tire. This tire is on a 1901 Locomobile. I was going to purchase white wall tires, but they were very expensive. From what I could find, they were about $400 a tire. And I didn't want to spend that kind of money since these tires are really in very good shape. Some of them still have tits on the tire. So it didn't make sense just to replace the tire. So I started hunting around. I remember from the early days in the 50s and 60s, you were able to get these trim rings if people didn't want to spend money on white wall tires. They'd buy these rings, and I remember the tire service center watching them install them. So I did some hunting. On the internet, I found a company that makes them. They're available. You just do a search on trim rings. It was $80 for four rings for the outside tire. These particular rings are for motorcycle tires because this is basically a motorcycle tire. I'll show you what it looks like. Here's the bag. Here it comes like this. I came in about 3 days. It shows this is for motorcycle 21-inch rim, and these are the car tires. I purchased these. I did the fronts already, but I wanted to do a YouTube to show you how easy it is to put them on. I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet, and they usually show you with the tire off the car, and I found that it wasn't necessary to do that in this case, and I'm going to show you the procedure. First thing I did was, and I also tried, I think I might have mentioned I tried tire paint, but that just didn't work. I tried it twice. I followed the procedure. I bought tire paint online. I still have it in the garage, and it went on, looked very nice, but the problem is that it cracked. When driving the car, there's so much sidewall flex. It cracked, and some people say put the tire in the oven and get it hot. I used the heat gun, and I cleaned it with acetone or lacquer thinner and tried it, and it still didn't work, and I did that twice, and I finally gave up. My wife wasn't about letting me to put tires in ovens. That wasn't going to happen, so I ended up giving up on that idea, and I came up with this. So what first thing I did was, before I started, I took a razor knife, and a very flexible one, and I flexed the blade, and I cut all the tits off the side of the wall of the tires, so there would be nothing protruding out. I let the air out of the tires, which I did already. I took the needle valve out, and I'm going to put it back in a minute as soon as I put the rings on. So I'm going to put this ring on. You'll see how easy it goes on. You don't need to take the car. It's jacked up, of course, and you just insert the ring. Now this is obviously a tube tire since it's a motorcycle tire, and it's a spoked wheel. So the bead was very easy to break on this. On a regular tubeless tire, it's a little more challenging to break the bead, but it's not that impossible to do. I've seen some where they use a bead seal, but that's not necessary because we're not going to have any air in the tire without being in the tube. So you stretch the rings on. You see it goes on quite easily. Push them in all the way around. The other thing that's important is there's an edge on this tire trim ring. You want to make sure it's equal all the way around. Now, the other thing you got to do is you got to put air in it, because as you put air in it, the ring tends to move a little bit, and it tends to come out a little bit. So what you do, you put the needle valve back in, and you put air in the tire. As soon as I get this to go. Okay, and I'll put some air in the tire. And what happens is the ring will move a little bit, but that's okay because I'm just going to put enough air in to inflate a little bit so it locks it in. There we go. So you put a little air in, and then you take a look at the bead, and you see if it comes out a little bit. You just work it in with your thumb or palm of your hand, either way. Let's put some more air in it. see here it's a little out, so you just work it in. A lot of guys use their palm of their hand and tap it like that, and it slides in. And what I do is I spin the tire and I look down at this edge here between the rim and that edge, and I kind of look for any unevenness, because it's easier to see it when you spin it. You can see if it's uneven, and you just work it in like that, and that taps the bead back in again in the ring. And sometimes you may have to let a little air out, so it's a little bit easier to maneuver. I don't have that much air in here, probably 5 or 10 pounds in air. So that looks like it's pretty much it. And then I will fill the tires up to normal pressure of the tire. I think I run these around 50 pounds. And that's it. It's that easy to do. And I'm going to show you if it's a little bit too much air. Set some out. And I'm going to show you what the tires look like. The car looks like with the tires in place. I'm going to leave that go for now. Now here's the car with the tires in place. I'll show you the front, and there's the back, and there's the whole car, and I'm about to do the other side. So that should do it for this video, and we'll see how it comes out.